Hello everyone, I am jumping on here to film our Crafting Saturday video for Water Week. So this week we're going to be posting it on Friday because we're doing our Kris Kringle show on Saturday. So this week we are going to be making a little kind of river water scene on our little canvas. Now my daughter made a beautiful, more elaborate run on an 8x10 canvas, and you are welcome to do that larger one. But for the purpose of this video, we're just gonna do the small one. And I will show you, you wait till the end, I'll show you how hers is. Okay, so let me turn my screen and I'll show you what we have. All right, so I have my small 4x4 canvas. I have some blue gems, and these are kind of like the flat gems. I have just some little river, like decorative pebbles. I got these from the dollar store. I have some assorted little silk flowers. I have some sticky bugs. I got one bee and two little ladybugs. And then I have some smaller rocks. So I have white, and then I have a little bit of brown. And then I have some scissors, adhesive dot, some glitter, some glue, glitter, and then some moss. And this is just some fake moss that I got from the craft store. Okay, so step one, we are gonna take our glue, and this is just regular glue. Now if you want an instant, more stronger hold, you can use hot glue if you have it. So the first step I'm gonna do is just glue. I'm gonna glue down the center. And I'm making kind of a diagonal line. I'm going to make it pretty large because I'm going to put my gems down. My blue gems, they're going to represent the river. And to make it pretty, I'm also going to add some glitter to kind of enhance the blue color. So I'm going to do the glitter first. And then I am just going to dump that excess out in the trash can. Alright, so that is my glitter part. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my little blue gemmies just right in that glitter. Now this is school glitter, so it is going to move. I mean, this is school glue, so it is going to move. So you are going to need to wait for it to dry. So just be careful as you're creating the rest of the craft. Perfect. Okay, so just a little diagonal. So next, I'm going to do the same thing with the glue, but instead, I'm going to put it along the side here, and I'm going to build like a little barrier, and I'm going to do the white and then these little brown pebbles. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be right back. All right, so that's what it looks like after I did the first side. So I'll give you a little insight into what I did. Again, just put the glue down. And then for my white ones, since they're in this little bag, I just went ahead and poured a little line. Perfect. And then for my brown ones, I did, again, a line right next to it. And then for this one, since they're in this bag, I just went ahead and poured them on with my fingers. And then if I had like any extra that was outside the glue, I just went ahead and either tossed them off or I smushed them more into the glue. So then it's like this. Whoop. So that's what we have so far. Okay, so next, now we're going to kind of do these bigger rocks. And we're going to do those on both sides here. So because these are a little bit thicker, I'm going to go ahead and attach them with some adhesive dots just to give them a little bit firmer of a hold. So I'm going to place them right by these smaller rocks, just right next. I'm going to do a couple, and then I'm going to fit as many rocks as I can on those little two. So you just got to stick them right on, and then you got to peel the top part. real careful. This part tends to take a little bit of time. And then you're just going to kind of build a little rock. So this is going to be representing kind of like where the rocks. Oop. I don't have enough right here, so I'm just going to do a little bit of glue on that one. So kind of a combination, just like that. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Alright, so I finished attaching my big rocks, and I went ahead and put some adhesive dots right here on the sides. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of my fake moss, and I'm just going to kind of stick some in there. And push down as much as I can to get as much of it to stick. But it is a tiny little spot, so whoop. You can get on there as much as you can. Perfect. And just kind of take off any extra. All right, so our last step for this little project is we're going to attach our bugs and our flowers, and we're either going to use glue or adhesive dot. The bugs have their own adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll reveal my final look. All right, so here's how it turned out. Mine is still moving around a little bit because of the glue, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry for about 24 hours. But this is how it turned out. And then I'm so excited to show you the big reveal for my daughters. So this is hers. So she used rocks and the moss and flowers and bugs, so all the same stuff I did, except she actually painted and she used the clear flat rocks rather than glue. Rather than the blue ones, my mistake. So this is how hers turned out. It's so cute, and this whole idea was inspired by my daughter and this little project. So she gets so excited when I use her ideas. So if you try the small one or the big one, please let me know. Please add pictures so we can see what you tried. So let us know if you tried this activity out, and please follow our page for more craft and kid activity ideas. Thank you all so much. Go crafting and have a good day. Bye.